welcome. We are live. We are live. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for being awesome. We've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now. Let's get started. Let's give it a minute.
Yep, you can see
for a few people to join. Thank you for being here. I see myself. Looks like I'm live. Let's get the chat.
There is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there.
Speak like you're already
Don't
there.
Set a small goal.
Here
Don't
we
set
go.
something that
Big
doesn't really
goals.
wind your step.
Big
Set
goals.
it so big it jazzes you. It really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it?
So you heard it. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Do you want this thing? Do you want this big goal? Are you ready for it? And that's what I want to talk about today. I'm going to talk about goals. I'm going to talk about getting on the frequency and what does that really mean? How do you actually get on the frequency? How do you start really achieving things you've never done before? It's truly remarkable what's going on nowadays and what the economy is doing and not doing and what you can do. And I want to welcome you. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for joining. There's a couple of you here online. I am live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and I believe YouTube as well. So thank you so much, my avid followers. And we're going to talk about goals and getting on the frequency. And what does that mean? My name is Kamal. I am a student and teacher of the law of attraction. If we haven't met, it's a pleasure to meet you here today. And I want to thank you. Thank you for being awesome. We're going to be brief today, 15, 20 minutes, just to get you on that frequency and vibe of your goal. For those who don't know me or have not reached out, reach out. You see my site there and connect with me on different channels. I look forward to speaking with every one of you. So like I said, I am a student and teacher of the law of attraction. I teach thinking into results, how you get to yourself to actually get on that goal and get on that frequency. What does that mean? How do you even get the law of attraction working for you? So you see, as I study with Bob Proctor and Laura Langmeyer and some of the elite in this business, it's just a remarkable journey. And I want you to be invited. You are invited, actually, but it's really up to you to be on that frequency and start choosing wisely. So I am sure you are trading your life for something. Right now, you are trading your life for something. You know it or not, you are trading your life for something. You are trading your life for a goal, something that you really want. But are you in the game? Are you on that frequency that's going to get you to achieve the results? Remember, you are trading your life for that goal, not the other way around. Your goal is going to happen no matter what you do or not. It's going to happen if you want it. So the first time I started thinking of this with learning from Bob and others, you're literally trading your life for what your goal, what you pick. So are you picking a worthy ideal? Are you picking something that you really want? Not a worthy of it. You are worthy of it. You are amazing and incredible. But are you picking a worthy ideal? Are you going to trade your life for the right thing? Is it worthy of you? You are going to spend your life for it. Something that you desire, something that you love to do. Now remember, the house you want, the car you want, the business, all that is all cool. So you get yourself to stretch, and you start thinking huge. I want you to remember that big things will come to you if you start stretching. It's not just important to get things along the way; it's who you're going to become. So when I was starting to think like this, many around me would be like, "What the heck is going on with this guy? You gone nuts up here? Like, what's really happening?" But the goal that you fall in love with and you start stretching, you start thinking, these results are going to start coming. We become what we think about, right? With the Proctor Gallagher Institute, with Bob being my mentor and Laura Langmeyer, we stretch big goals, like taking your annual income into a month, starting to making your first 10, 20, 30,000 a month is real. So I want you to start creating something much bigger. That's how this came about. That's how this whole coaching came about from Bob and Tandy Gallagher. She wanted something for all these executives and entrepreneurs and CEOs and business owners, and it just took off. It's just something much bigger. Now remember, you have to stretch. You have to go somewhere where you've never been. If you keep doing the same thing that you're doing today, how are things going to change? So you have to set a goal that is your dream, a vision, something beyond the daily experience, something that's going to really wild. You're going to get wild about it. You're going to get excited. It should make you smile. It should make you happy. You should feel good about it. So this program, Thinking into Results, Sandy said it initially for people in the boardroom that was going to impact the executives' lives, the offices and families and community, but it just went across the world. And now it is in every country in the world. Millions of people, thousands of companies. And I'm now in love with this program, Thinking into Results. I study it every day. It's beautiful, 15, 20-minute videos with some questions that help you to stay on track, to keep your mind focused on what you want and keep developing yourself and the team. And that's what I do. So you start visualizing, like whatever you want, you start growing that idea. That's what I'm talking about. Big dream, big C-type goal, not something that you've done before, not something that's old and worn out, something that you really want. So I want you to become a giant in your own field. I want you to fall in love with an idea and keep getting better at it every day. That's all you got to do. There's different ways to make money, but one of them is to fall in love with one idea and keep getting better at it every day. Now, if you're falling behind and if you're feeling that you're not able to do that and come up with all this energy within you, there's something missing. You need somebody to guide you. You need somebody to help you get there. You need that sense of community. But it will start happening. As you start building this idea, as you start studying, the physical world will start changing. There is power residing inside of you, and we have to unleash it. I know there's power inside of me, and it's being unleashed. I felt like you not long ago. So we have to trigger something. We're going to give you an idea. We're going to trigger and ignite your energy and level of awareness. So there's power. New power is in your mind. Your mind is the core of everything. So it's all within you. These ideas and these goals are all within you. We start creating our life that we want. So what does that mean, getting on the frequency? You saw the picture at the beginning where I had the title of this. Your goal is here. You are here, but your goal is up here. How are we going to get on that frequency? How are we going to move up there? You can. You have to decide that it's time for you to change your life and letting go of the how. Right now, you're being crippled with how you're going to get there and you're not even deciding, you're not even starting. You got to find something, get involved with it, and start. Once you start and start taking intuitive action, start making decisions, start setting goals and changing it, the how is going to reveal itself. It did for millions of people. It did for thousands of companies. You don't need to know everything. Now, when you think of your goal and you think about you've already achieved your goal, the results that are created already, and you fall in love with that idea, how many people are you going to impact? Start thinking of how you feel with that goal. To get into that frequency and start thinking how you're going to feel when the goal is achieved. Something inside you need to be set on fire so you can have that burning desire. Napoleon Hill in the book Think and Grow Rich said you got to have a burning desire. You got to have it. How are we going to set that fire? How are we going to ignite that energy from within you? It could be that you just want money. It could be that you need an affirmation that I'm so happy and grateful now that millions coming into my life on a regular basis. But how are you going to stick with it? How are you going to continue? Right? You need something different than what you're doing right now. You need to come alive. You need to start moving in a different direction to get on that frequency and vibe with others instead of doing it alone, regardless of the condition of the circumstance that you're in right now. You have to set the limitations, and if you know or you don't know, aside, And you got to start thinking differently, a whole different way. It's a moment of decision to change your life and letting go of the how and stop trapping yourself. We live in a very small world, very connected world, and it's fascinating to let go of the how and stop limiting yourself. Up to now, we've all been limiting ourselves. I still limit myself, but we need to let go. On every level, there's another level, and every level, there's another level. So we have to have a goal that's going to pull us forward so much that it will take no more effort to get there. You still work hard, but when you're so attached to it and you're so in love with it, the effort and the showing up every day is going to be easy. The millions you're going to make, the thousands of people you're going to change. This new goal is not just a goal; it's a growth model. It's something that you will become. We become what we think. It's like, what are you going to become along the way, right? It's going to pull you forward. It's going to like a magnet. Ever seen a magnet? How it just pulls? That's what a nice goal would do for you. This worthy ideal idea from Bob and Earl Nightingale is incredible. And we have it. That's actually lesson one in the modules in thinking into results. And then we start to get you to actually do what you want to do. Right now, you want to do it, but you don't do it. Your mind wants to do it, but you old habit, your old routine do not let you move. Well, if you want to understand why and how, we've got the answer for you. This kind of thinking drives me to think big, truly, every day. Every day I think of my goal, see where I'm going, and allows me to kind of move a little bit forward, a little bit more forward. And that's what you have to do. It's a huge potential beyond measure, beyond measure. This fantasy that once was a thought and now it's becoming real is incredible. You are able. Now, the key is, are you willing? Are you willing to let go of the limitations and go there with me? You have to be willing to follow some instructions, follow some directions. All leaders have to follow some directions. I know you're a leader. You are here for a reason. But you got to follow some direction, something different than what you've done. You have to latch on this one big idea that's going to make all the changes you need in your life. Do you have a big goal? Do you think you've latched on a big goal? And if you do, share it. Send me a comment. Put it in the comment. Hey, this is my goal. Is this a worthy goal? You have to start changing on the inside. You have to have a plan. Doesn't matter how long it's going to take. Does not matter how long it's going to take. You got to keep expanding. Napoleon Hill said, imagination is literally the workshop wherein we fashion all the plans created. So imagination. So put your imagination to work. This imagination, it's the most amazing thing we have. And very, very few use it. For you to start getting into the frequency of your goal, you got to go there. You got to start imagining. Imagination is one of the higher mental faculties. Make it in the present tense right now. Don't just keep it in the future. So go there, imagine, and bring it here to the present tense. Start feeling what's it like. Start thinking, what's that gonna do for you? How is that gonna make you feel? What would happen then when you have that house? What would happen then when you have that? How is that gonna make you feel? So whenever you're dealing with your goal, you're dealing with the present tense, not the future. And yes, this is different than you've ever been taught. This is not something that you're just going to get off YouTube and download a PDF and get it. You have to come in and study with us. You have to come in and join Thinking into Results. It's going to change the direction and the shape of your life and your family's life. It's the most marvelous thing I've ever seen. Imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force the world has ever known. That's what Napoleon Hill said. And Napoleon Hill, in the book Think and Grow Rich, which we study every day, by the way. This book is right here. Let me see it. So this book we study every day, as one element of the coaching that I do. It's phenomenal, right? You got to start studying something that's meaningful to you. Imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force the world has ever known. And we have to get it to work for us. We're the only form of life we know has an imagination. I don't know if animals do. Not likely. They live based on instinct. We can imagine things. We are completely able to do that. We can. You've got to create something new. You got to create something better life for you. And you're going to have to start desiring. Think about it. Think about it. This phone that we have here has always been here. But only recently it started to work the way it is. Only recently we started calling it a smartphone. All it took was just one idea for somebody or a company to connect the dot and to make it work. This has always been here. You have ideas waiting inside of you. There's always been a way. You're just not aware how. And I want to get you to be more aware how to get on that frequency and vibration, how to move your energy level. So, in this kind of conversation, in these kind of talks, I hope you're taking notes, you're taking some action as to what you're going to do, how you're going to get this restaurant take off, how you're going to get this business to move, how you're going to get this year to finish strong, what you're going to bring into your life. Yeah, remember, insanity is basically doing nothing new and expecting the same thing to happen, better things to happen. You keep doing the same thing, the same is going to come. A year from now, if some of you don't take action, the same will happen. Your income will probably even more or less about the same. Your feeling is going to be more or less about the same, maybe probably worse. So we want to move you to that next place. I invite you to see some of the testimonies that we have in our site from some of our clients, just to see what they're up to. It's just incredible. In a short amount of time, they have changed their life for the better. And I want the same for every one of you. Now, how do you do that? How do you get involved? Well, you just start asking questions. You get on the Facebook group, you get on the study clubs. I'm bringing so many different opportunities for you to study Think and Grow Rich, to study Psycho-Cybernetics, to study You Were Born Rich. The future is bright. You have to break away from the pack. You have to start getting better results. If your results continue to be the same as the year before, you're actually going backwards. Because, with inflation and changes and everything that's going on, just imagine that, right? You have to do something different. You have to realize that it's not a complicated process. You are demanding, you are making this happen. And that's what we can teach you. So if you want different results, if you want to ignite a new energy into your life, we need to speak. There's a next level for you waiting to happen. And this next level is here. So I want to thank you so much for being amazing. Thanks for being awesome. And hopefully this inspires you today to take some action. I just bring in a few different topics every now and then from the material Thinking into Results to you so you can get a flavor. And so a few announcements on what's going on. I am hosting a webinar on Thursday, December 16th at 12 p.m. Usually it's a $50 gift, a $50 cost. But this is going to be a gift for free this time at 12 p.m. on Thursday, December 16th, 2 hours. 1 hour is going to be on Thinking into Results, and about 40 minutes is going to be on how we study, how we get to that next level so you can start achieving your goals and become the millionaire or the business owner that you want to be. I'm going to show you how the elite people do it. We're going to go through it, about 40 minutes. How we study, how we answer questions, how we set our mind straight, how we get our mindset working. Now, one day is not going to be enough. It's just going to give you a taste of it. But at 12 p.m. on Thursday, December 16th, Eastern, come and bring a friend. It's going to be for free. Like I said, a few weeks ago, many clients like yourself, many individuals paid $50 just to get in. You're going to get it for free because it is December. And I figured, why not? If I'm going to give it, might as well give it to everybody. So I'd like you to come. So that's one. Second is we are studying this book, and we study it every morning. And on Saturdays and on Fridays, we review it over Zoom, and we watch a video on each chapter. There's a beautiful 15 chapters in here. So you're also invited to join that. Reach out so I can show you how to do that. It's an incredible opportunity for you to join and become a member of that community. It is just remarkable because when you study Think and Grow Rich, when you study this material that has the potential to change your life is going to be better for the better. And what's better than that than to finish strong? Okay. So that's the second announcement. The third one is not just that book. I want to share with you another book that I'm studying as well. For this one, there's about 12 of us now. Where is it? It's right here. Psycho-Cybernetics by Max Vermont. This is about self-image. And again, all these are chapters in Thinking into Results. But we're studying this one on Monday nights at 9 p.m. There's 12 or 14 people now on that. And we go through it. One lesson a week. Same as the other book. One lesson a week where we study to see what is this about. This book talks about self-image. that your outer self-image, your results, your current results will not surpass how you feel about yourself. So wouldn't you like to change? Wouldn't you like your results to change for the better? But if they're not changing and if you're struggling, how come? It's because how you're feeling about yourself. So we're studying this book. Okay. I put a link here and you can go to that page and see what I have. There's a few other books. There's one called You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. That's going to start in January. Okay. So I invite you all to join and join me. It's going to be an amazing journey. So many ways for you to get involved. So many ways for you to get involved. And it doesn't have to cost you a fortune because it's going to cost you a lot anyway. You're going to pay the money and you're going to spend the time anyways. So I welcome you all. Welcome your comments. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. And be all you can be. And remember, if you're struggling and if you're suffering, if your goals are not moving, if you're not able to move the needle, there's a reason. There's something going on. It's all mindset. For my training with Bob, it's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. It's not the techniques, it's not the tools, it's not the sales strategy. It's what's going on in your mind. It's what's happening on the inside of you. Okay, and we need to help you get there. We need to help you change that very, very quickly. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for following and thank you for commenting. And be the best you can be. Have an amazing Sunday. Thank you so much, and God bless.